Okay, before I begin, I'm a huge, huge, huge movie fan and TV fan. I'm a huge movie fan and I'm a huge TV fan. Always have been, always will be. And as you probably know, the shows for TV are being renewed or canceled. And they renewed CSI, they renewed Criminal Minds, NCIS, NCIS LA, Last Man Standing, all these different shows from all different networks. And nothing, I'll tell you this, nothing has gotten me this emotional before. CBS had the audacity, really, to cancel one of their most popular shows ever. CSI Miami. And that's one of my favorite shows. I have all the seasons down there in my DVD stash. All these DVDs, all the DVDs downstairs. But I have all 9 seasons, and they're on their 10th now. Well, they were. They just ended after 19 episodes. And I couldn't believe that they canceled that show after what it did for their network. That show helped CBS become the highest rated network on TV, along with CSI. Not CSI New York, because that show didn't make an impact like CSI and CSI Miami did. CSI started out in the ratings at 20. The 20 ranking spot on its first year. Then it went all the way down to the top 10. CSI Miami started out 12. And it went down to the top 10. CSI New York started 35 in the first season and went up to 40. Look, they're in like the top 40s now. And they had the nerve. I'm sorry that the lighting ain't that good, because this is my first video. But anyway, they had the nerve to cancel. CBS canceled Unforgettable, A Gift to Man, Rob, CSI Miami, and I think that's it. I'm not sure. I think that's it. I'll have to do more research. But anyway, no. But they had the nerve to cancel that after what it's done, and they kept CSI New York for a 9th season. They renewed CSI, which makes perfect sense because Ted Danson is doing a very good job as D.B. Russell. He's doing better than Langston. No one can beat Grissom, but he's doing better than Langston. And the show still survived without Catherine, which is good. They brought in Elizabeth Shue. And CSI New York has been going down in the ratings. I know that it's on Friday and it's the worst TV night out of all the days, other than the weekends, but only the, what's that show? I forget that show. The show that was on the weekdays for like 2 minutes, and then it was so bad, got pushed to Saturday. I forget the show, and it got canceled by NBC. So bad I can't even remember. But anyway, no. But CSI New York has been going down the range. It's 19 out of 22 shows on CBS. Now, I know everybody's going to say, oh, it's on Friday, and this and that. It's always been like that. Always. While CSI Miami is 15. I know money purposes. I know CSI Miami takes a lot of money to produce and to make, and the salaries and all this. But couldn't they just have took the money from Rob, Unforgettable, A Gift to Man, and CSI New York and given it to CSI Miami? And let me tell you something. I don't mind that they didn't. I mind that they didn't cancel, but what bugs me more is that they didn't let CSI Miami know that it's going to be canceled. That way they could come up with a proper ending. Let me tell you something. Cheers, Home Improvement, Seinfeld, Law and Order, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, okay, Full House, alright, MASH, yes, MASH, or not MASH, yeah, MASH, sorry, MASH, and one more show, I was going to name, but I forget, they were all let known They were let known by their station, by their station, while whether it was NBC, ABC, CBS, any other station, they were let known that that was going to be their last season. Okay, and they came up with proper endings, and they came up with good endings. They came up with okay. I'm not going to say all of them were good because I don't remember all of them. Law and Order, I'm not really a big fan of, but because it hasn't been as good as late. But no, I mean, they should have let CSI Miami know, because CSI Miami deserves that. CSI Miami has helped CBS rise to be the highest rated network of all time. And CBS and, the CBS president, I don't know his or her name, but he or her said, that the show was great, the show was good, and it left a legacy, and this and that, and a great cast and a great lineup and all this and that. But you can't just say that and cancel it like that. Just like that. That show, you canceled CSI Miami just like you canceled Unforgettable. Just cancel it. You can't do that with a show that you call has left a legacy, and I believe that too. And that shows me what CBS did. That shows me that CBS, and I don't want this to be in a whole war with CBS or anything. I don't want them to go on interview. This is just what I think. So, and I'm sure a lot of other people do. People I know anyway, that like CSI Miami. But I think that CBS doing that didn't respect the show as much as they should have. They didn't respect the show. And CSI Miami deserves that respect and deserves that nod to let them on notice that either season 10 was going to be their last year or season 11. They did it with 24. That was the other show I was going to say, by the way. 24. That was a show that was put on notice after 8 years, and the show lacked in everything. Lacked in realism, Kiefer Sutherland got annoying, all this stuff. And now he's on a bad show named Touch, and that got renewed. But, I've only watched a couple episodes. Bad. But anyway, no, but CSI Miami, it's been around for 10 years. You can't just cancel a show that's been around for 10 years and cancel it like you did Unforgettable without giving them a proper ending. You should have either said that CSI Miami was going to be canceled after season 10, or give it one more year and let them come up with a proper ending for the fans, for CSI Miami, because CSI Miami deserves the respect and deserves that for giving you the publicity it did. That CSI and CSI Miami helped you. I'm sure CBS will do it for CSI. I'm sure CBS will do it for, CSI New York. I'm sure CBS will do it for, I don't know, 2.5 Men. I'm sure they'll do that. But CSI Miami, no. You gotta save the money. Well, let me tell you something. You could just cancel CSI New York, which, come on. That show's been gone. It almost got canceled last year. And it didn't get canceled this year. And CSI New York was the one that should have got canceled. And it didn't. You canceled the better show, and you canceled the more successful show because of production costs, from what I heard. But still, it's worth it. The show is worth it. The show is worth one more year. The show is worth one more year to give it, that attention, that and give it a proper ending, and let Jerry Bruckheimer and let the writers and let David Caruso, who's like one of my favorite actors. He's just entertaining. Not, you know, he's not the greatest actor, but he's fun to watch and funny, and the one-liners are amazing. But anyway, you like I said, nothing. I mean, movies. I'm a huge movie fan. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's now 10 minutes, 26 seconds in. But like I said in the beginning of the movie, or the video, I'm a huge movie fan. I'm a huge movie fan and TV fan. I'm a huge movie fan and TV fan. Okay? And movies get me emotional, TV gets me emotional. Movies get me very emotional at times. And TV gets me emotional. But this, really got me emotional. When I saw that CBS canceled CSI Miami on Google, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And they canceled, and they kept CSI New York. That's what bothered me the most, is that you could have, and it didn't come up with a proper ending. You should have came up with a proper ending. And it deserves a proper ending. And it deserved that respect that you should have gave it. But you didn't. And a lot of fans are mad about that. And to me, you didn't show the respect. To me, and to a lot of people. To me personally, and a lot of people, that think this. You didn't show the respect that NBC did to Cheers, to The Cosby Show, to, you didn't show the respect that, a lot of shows deserved. Like, you didn't show the respect that Fox showed to 24. You didn't show the respect to CSI Miami. I don't want you to go on and say I'm wrong, and I don't want you to go on and say, oh, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm not there. Again, this is just what I think and a lot of other people think. And I know that I'm right in this kind of occasion, at least about the ending. At least about letting the show go on for one more year. But I really think that, it deserved that respect. But it didn't get it, and I think that's a big mistake on CBS's part, and I will never watch CSI New York again. CSI New York, you don't deserve to be there. You really don't. CSI Miami, and NYC 22, that was the other show. NYC 22, who took CSI Miami's time slot, failed in the ratings. Failed. Which shows me that people watch CSI Miami and they'll stay up 55 minutes after. Even in the season finale of the 10th season, CSI Miami was 55 minutes over because of the golf tournament. And it still got a 1.7 in the demo with 8 million people all together. While NYC 22, who was on time, all slots. Every week, NYC 22 was on time. And I haven't watched the show, but I do look at the ratings. And on the first episode, it got a 1.6 or 1.5 in the demo with 8 million together. So which shows me, because it didn't even do better than the CSI Miami season finale, which was 55 minutes late. It didn't even do better than that. And it was the premiere. And it was on time. So that shows me that people still watch CSI Miami, and they'll stay up a half hour to watch it. A half hour to watch it. And I don't think any other show would be able to do that the way CSI Miami has. CBS, you made a mistake. You didn't show in my opinion, you didn't show the respect to CSI Miami that it deserves. And CSI New York, I'm not watching that show no more, because all I'll be thinking about, unless before I stop the video, I want to say this. The only thing that will at least put it better with me, ease the tension with me. Ease the tension with me is if you put the cast of CSI Miami on a crossover show with either CSI or CSI New York and gave them that one last show. And let them on, and let the cast of CSI Miami on to CSI New York or CSI, and let them have that one last episode to give them the final hoorah. Or you could just renew it. TV shows do that all the time. TV shows bring back are brought back. You know, networks bring back TV shows. So that was the only thing that would give me like closure, I guess. Until then, you know, we'll see. Thanks for watching.